Still the number one selling mid-size SUV in America, 2023 Toyota Highlander XLE. Let's get started. XLE tends to be the best seller. Now this is your all-wheel drive edition for 2023. Base price a little over $42,000, and this is a fairly basic version of it. So up front they now have a full complement of LED headlights, daytime running lights, LED fog lights down here on the bumper on the XLE edition. Kind of a silver satin finish around the emblem here with the dynamic radar cruise control behind there, and then a gloss black slatted grille up front. ABS matte black finish trim plastic down here, which is great. If you scratch this up, it's really easy to replace. You don't have to paint it. You can just pull it off and put a new one on with some light tools, a couple screwdrivers, and away you go. I do like the hood lines on the front of the Highlander, the way it kind of sweeps back into the windshield itself. Really nice, aggressive yet sophisticated look. Blacked out A-pillars here on the front and all the way down the windows as well. Take a look at our wheel and our over fenders. Again, the matte black finish on the over fenders here. Integrated mud guards. A 235/65 18-inch cast aluminum wheel. It's kind of a gunmetal gray metallic painted inserts there with chrome lug nuts. Four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control, independent front and rear suspension. Give it a super smooth ride. I also like the side profile. I like those lines that go along the bottom and then up over the wheel wall in the back, again giving it a muscular look, if you will. Color to match outside mirrors. XLE trim has the LED turn signals in the mirrors. These are also heated outside mirrors. They also fold in for tight parking spaces, breakaway for shopping carts. XLE does have blind spot monitoring in those mirrors as well. So a lot of technology just right there in the mirrors themselves. Color to match outside door handles with the smart keyless entry system. Scratch resistant B pillar here, so if you have rings on your fingers, less likely to scratch that up. Up top we do have the rail system. This is a silver painted, color to match, if you will. And then the power sliding moonroof is standard on the XLE trim for 2023. Sits nice and low to the ground, so if you have older folks or people that have a hard time getting up into an SUV, this is going to be nice. And these back doors, they open up super wide, so it's easy to get in. If you're not able to bend at the knee, it's going to be a lot easier to get in and out. Stay tuned. Later in the video I'll dive inside and show you the interior. Love the way the tail lights wrap around the back side here, integrated into the tailgate with LED brake lights. Color to match shark fin antenna, color to match spoiler up top, third brake light, rear window defrost, privacy glass on the back window and also on the rear passenger windows. Rear washer wiper as well. This window does not open up, it's stationary. And you see the chrome Toyota badge here, chrome Highlander XLE all-wheel drive badging down here. And then we do have a backup camera right here. And we also have that power liftgate. We'll dive inside a little later in the video, but it is nice to have that power liftgate. You can use your keyless fob. You can also tap the button here to close it. Now the Highlander does not come with the trailer towing hitch, but it can be installed by the dealer. That gives you up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity. Let's head up front. We'll pop that hood, take a look at the engine on the 23 Highlander. It does have an all-new power plant for 2023. Let's take a look. So one of the major changes for 2023 on the Highlander is the power plant. Gone is the 3.5 liter V6, and it's been replaced with this 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged 16 valve turbocharged engine. Produces 265 horsepower and a little over 300 foot-pounds of torque. So you've got a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. It's connected to a traditional 8-speed automatic transmission, and so your combined fuel economy, city and highway, comes in at 24 miles per gallon, and this is your all-wheel drive fuel economy. The warranty on here, there's a 5-year 60,000 mile powertrain warranty, no deductible. And then of course we include Toyota Care, so that's going to cover your basic maintenance, so your fluid top-offs, your oil changes, whatever Toyota recommends for the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, covered no charge. That includes tire rotations, and it also includes roadside assistance. So if you have an issue out on the road for the first 2 years, 25,000 miles, you can just reach out to Toyota and they'll get you the help you need. Let's go ahead and jump inside and check out the interior. Before we sit down inside, I did want to show you the driver's door. So it's an all black door panel. There's some charcoal here also that looks black. Padded armrest here, silver satin door handle here, one touch up and down on all 4 windows, power door locks, power mirrors on all sides, bottle holders down here in the door, and there's a speaker in the door as well. As far as the driver's seat, so we do have a full power driver's seat, manual passenger seat on the XLE, power lumbar support. This is going to be a Soft-Tech fabric seat, feels like leather, and is probably more durable, frankly. Height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belt. Side airbags are built right in the seat, so when you move the seat forward, the airbags move with you. It's really the safest way to get it done. Up here on the dashboard, there's 4 of these vents, up, down, left, right. There's no on and off per se on these. There's a trip meter right here, dimmer switch for your dash lights. These are your automatic high beam on and off. You also have automatic headlights on and off. There's your engine start stop, trunk release or tailgate release. Again, it's a power lift gate. And then there's a little bit of a storage compartment right here, a good place to throw your wallet or your toll fare or what have you. Gas release is here, and then your hood release is going to be right here. Dead pedal brake and accelerator right where you'd expect them. Also, the steering wheel here is a telescoping steering wheel. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Here behind the wheel of the Highlander for 23, up front there is a lot of room. There's a lot of leg room, plenty of headroom, even though we do have that sunroof. So I think if you're a 6-footer, you should be pretty comfortable up front here. Take a look at our leg room down here as the driver. Now I'm kind of short, I'm 5'7", but I could not drive this vehicle with the seat all the way back. So again, I think if you're a 6-footer, you're going to be just fine as far as leg room up front. As far as your steering wheel goes, this is a leather wrap steering wheel. It's not heated on the standard XLE. Of course, the driver's side airbag. Controls over here for your cruise control, which is dynamic radar cruise control. Lane tracing assist is here. You can also change the radio stations on this side. And then on this side, you've got controls for the information center, which is going to be up in the cluster here. Bluetooth connectivity and voice activation for your smartphone, and then you can also change the volume of the sound system right there. Take a look over on this side. We've got our wiper controls. We do have front washer wipers with intermittent settings, and also a rear washer wiper with intermittent settings. And then over on this side is going to be our headlight controls, which do have the auto on and off feature. They also have the one tap for the turn signals. If you just give it a quick tap, the turn signals will blink 3 times and shut themselves off. And then this is going to be your fog light control right here. Take a look at our gauge cluster. So there's analog gauges here, speedometer and tachometer, but then we also have a 7-inch LCD information center. I'm just going to move my seat ahead of here a little bit so hopefully you can see it. And I'll go ahead and start this up. We do have push button start, part of the smart keyless entry system, which you get 2 of these fobs plus the smart push button start. So foot on the brake, we'll just go ahead and start that up. You'll see what it looks like. So a bit of an animation when it first starts up, and then you can see maybe you can, maybe you can't. Depends on the lighting. It's pretty tough this time of year to get the lighting just perfect. But down the middle is your trip computer, and you can toggle through a lot of the settings right here on the steering wheel. So if you want to move through your fuel economy, if you want to set up your safety sense settings, all of those things can be done by just using the fingertip here on the steering wheel. It does have a compass and an outside temperature within the gauge cluster. So for 2023, there's an all-new multimedia center. I shouldn't say all new, but it is new because this year they eliminated like 8 different buttons. There used to be buttons up and down both sides of the panel. Now Toyota's developing their own software, and so they've minimized it down to one switch. I have a Corolla with the old one, and I can honest to God say I've never touched these buttons on the sides here. Now they were able to move to this better system because it's more responsive to your touch than it was last year. I'm not going to be able to show you the full system, but I did want to show you quickly your audio settings. So I'll turn it down there. And so we have AM, FM, of course, Sirius satellite radio. We also have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. And then it does have a built-in backup camera right there as well. When you throw it in reverse, you can see what's behind you. Moving further down, we do have heated front seats. It's going to be standard, so front driver, front passenger. Automatic temperature control for front driver and front passenger. Front window defrost, rear window defrost, and electronic front window de-icer. You're probably starting to understand why the XLE is such a popular vehicle, because it has all those great features people are looking for. You know, the heated seats, the electronic de-icer, the dual zone automatic temperature control, all standard on the XLE trim. Those are a lot of great features. But then for 2023, we've also included the wireless charging for your smartphone, so you can just drop your smartphone right there and wirelessly charge. And then if we come back a little bit further and go down here, we've got a USB, we've got 2 USB-Cs, and then a 12-volt outlet as well. So you've got 4 down here, plus the wireless charging for a total of 5 ways to charge your gear. There's a little storage cubby right here, 2 cup holders, and then we get back into the controls for your downhill assist, snow mode, traction control on off, parking brake, brake hold. And then over here, we actually have our transmission settings for sport, normal, and eco. And then we also have our mud and sand, normal, dirt, and rock. And there's an indicator up in the gauge cluster up here that tells you what mode you're in. Hopefully you can see that. But right now, if I kind of work through these modes, I can see different mud and sand, normal, dirt, and rock. And then I can also change my sport mode, normal, and eco mode. So there is some visual indicators up in the gauge cluster. When you're switching through these things, you can just set it and you'll be able to see it up on the instrument cluster. Take a look at our center armrest. The whole thing does not open, just the middle, and it opens kind of like a roll top desk. And then down underneath there's a little odds and ends tray right here. See if I can pull that out of there, and then throw some light down there, and there's another 12-volt outlet right down here as well. So 2 12-volt outlets and a nice big storage compartment up front as well. This does not lock. Here's a quick look at the passenger seat. We've got a passenger assist grip. I mentioned standard power sliding moonroof with the visor on there. Up here we've got lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. Over on the passenger side there's a little storage tray right there, and then we do have a locking glove box. Of course, you get the owner's manuals. It's a nice size glove box. This is all padded fabric dash, so it feels very upscale. Definitely feels premium. And then let's take a look overhead. Moonroof controls are right here. Here's our safety connect. If you need roadside assistance, press that. Toyota will get you the help you need. Overhead lighting. Sunglass holder with the kid catcher mirror here as well. So lots of great features. Again, just you can see why the XLE trim is so popular, because it has all the hot features that people are looking for. Now your rearview mirror does have the garage door openers, and it's also an automatic dimming mirror, so you get those great features as well. XLE trim, once again, hits all the sweet spots. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and check it out. Here's a quick look up front from the back seat. That sunroof really lets in a lot of nice light. So the Highlander has a surprising amount of legroom in the back seat. So I've got this driver's seat forward to a normal driving position, but look at that. That's like 8 inches of knee room there. So definitely I can slide this seat forward, or the driver is going to be able to slide back even further. Lots of options there to be able to move stuff around. There's pockets in the backs of the seats. automatic temperature control in the back here, 2 USB-C charging ports down here. There's that other pocket. Height adjustable headrest, bucket seats, folding armrest. These do recline. Cup holders down here. Overhead lighting up here. Overhead air conditioning vents up here. Passenger assist grip with the coat hook there. And then I'll show you on this window here. These are tinted windows, but I can also bring up the shade to protect any little ones, maybe in a car seat or something like that. So a lot of practical features. Let's go ahead and jump in the third row and take a look. So getting in the back seat might not be the easiest thing for a 6-footer. I'm 5'7", I can do it fairly easily, but kids are going to be able to get back here no problem. Now the great thing about this back seat is these seats can be laid down just like that. They do slide forward and backwards to make it a little bit easier, but you can definitely kick back if you're back here. Some of the features here, we've got cup holders, we've got speakers back here, rear seat air conditioning vents. There are 3 seat belts back here with height adjustable headrest, and I would say, you know, adults back here, they better be shorter. Kids, 3 of them, no problem. But it's as comfortable as you'd expect out of this size of an SUV. By the way, there's more cup holders over here. What I'm not seeing back here is charging ports. So if the kids got to play with their smartphones back here, it might not be the best for them. Let's take a look in the trunk. So Highlander does have a power liftgate. It does not have the kick feature. There's a little button underneath. You just pinch it, or you can use your remote control to do that. You can also program that tailgate so that it only goes up so high. So if you have a low garage ceiling, you can set it to only open halfway or 3/4 if you want. So with the back seats up here, the cargo room is pretty darn good. I think you can get all your groceries back here unless you got a big family. And then there's some storage under here. Also your tool kit, great place to throw your jumper cables or your first aid kit or what have you. There's little storage compartments under here as well. And there's also a place there that you can store the cargo cover. So this one does have a cargo cover. That's an extra charge. As far as the seats folding down, you can fold down 60% here or 40%. There's a release handle right here. Push on that and let it flop down like that. And you can see I've got those seats down up front like there. So there's a lot of room. And then you can also, of course, drop this one down. Just pop it down like that. And now there's a lot of room back here. And then to bring these up, they're not power, but you can just pull up on this handle here, bring them back, pop your headrest up. These seats do recline back quite a ways as well. So there's a lot of functionality as far as that goes, and the amount of room with those seats folded down is really awesome. So that's a quick overview of the 2023 Toyota Highlander XLE all-wheel drive edition. Very, very popular vehicle. Hard to get actually here in 2023. Now this one is available for sale. It's on the lot today. So if you're interested, be sure and reach out to us right away. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just want to tell me about my mistakes, feel free to do that in the comments, and I would be happy to answer your questions. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.